Hey guys, it's Rebecca from Mama Bear Custom Wreaths, and welcome to my channel where I make wreaths and all things home decor, and I show you how I do it all. Alright guys, so today we're going to be making an Easter swag, but instead of a swag base, we are going to be using a painter stick, a 21-inch painter stick. First thing we're going to do is cut our mesh, and we are going to cut our mesh at 30 inches. Remember, this is 10-inch mesh. And we're gonna cut it 30 inches. You guys can get your mesh pretty much any craft store, online. They sell mesh everywhere. So I'm using, like I said, pink, white, and purple since I'm doing Easter, an Easter themed wreath today. And I am going to measure all three of them and lay them all flat just to expedite, just to cut down on my cutting time. But if you don't have a rotary cutter and a mat here, a cutting mat, then just use scissors. Scissors work just fine. So 30 inches. Okay, so we have our 30 colors here. I've already pre-cut some of my mesh before so our painter stick. Pick a side that you like. I have a ruler on this side, so I may use this side up, but it's so faint you can't tell. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get our Chenille stems, and we are going to place them on the end, maybe about 2 or 3 fingers from the end. And we are going to just wrap our Chenille stem from the bottom up here and just wrap it around. Twist it maybe 3 times, and it looks like this. So we're gonna do that 3 times on this same section. We're gonna have one right in the middle, right smack in the middle, and then we're gonna do the same thing, but we are going to have the legs be on the edge, on one of the edges. Do the same thing, just wrap it 1, 2, 3 times. So now it looks like this. So we're gonna put one more going this way. Okay, so we have our 3 little weird looking legs or antennas. What this is gonna do is this is gonna hold our mesh and our ribbon in place. We're gonna wrap our mesh, we're gonna put our mesh right here in the middle, and then we're gonna wrap these legs around our mesh, okay? So we did one here at the edge. I'm gonna do another one about 2 or 3 fingers from this edge. Then I'm gonna do one right in the middle, and then I'm gonna do one in the middle of these 2, and in the middle of these 2. So we're gonna have a total of 5 sets of legs, and the sets are going to be 3 each. So we are gonna have 15 little legs. Okay, so we have 5 sets of 3 little legs. We have about 2.5 fingers distance to the edge on either side. Then I took one right smack in the middle and I put one there, and then right in the middle of that middle one and the first one I put another one, and the same thing on the other side. Okay, so this is our base. Let's put our base over here to the side, and let's get our mesh, and we are going to get our mesh. This is my purple. Put this over to the side just for a sec so you guys can see this. Okay. And we are going to roll the edge in, kind of make a little circle. Okay. And then we're going to just roll in our mesh. Bring it in from the other side. and we're going to roll in again on this side. And then we are gonna just pinch it right here in the middle, and we're gonna make this cute little butterfly, okay? So we're gonna take our little butterfly that we're pinching in the middle. We're gonna open up one of our little legs here, antenna, whatever you wanna call it, and we're going to put it right smack in the middle. And then we're gonna take our little chenille stem legs and just wrap it around. Okay? That's what our first one looks. And we're gonna do that one with each color. Put one in the center, put one on the edge, on either edge. So for the first one, I'm going to do purple, white, pink. Roll out our mesh, just kind of roll it in a little bit at the ends. And then we're going to just bring in our mesh. Like walk it in. And the reason why we're rolling in our mesh like this on the edges is to prevent the fraying, because mesh will fray on you. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care if you burn it, put hairspray on it, pray over it, it is going to fray. So this kind of keeps the fraying inside the loop so you don't see it as much. So it's a little trick to keep your wreaths lasting a little bit longer. So we have our little butterfly. I said I'm gonna put this one in the middle. I'm going to open up my little legs here and tie it in. 1, 2. And we're gonna just make sure that our mesh just kind of isn't competing with the other one. It's gonna be right next to it. There shouldn't be one color over the other. Okay, now we're gonna do our pink. And again, just roll the edge in a bit, make a little loop, and then start walking our mesh in. And we have our butterfly. And then we put our butterfly on the edge here. And 1 loop, 2 loops. And make sure one is not squeezing the other or one is not on top of the other. And we have our purple, white, and pink. And I'm gonna do this 5 different times. And you can keep it the same colors like this. You can alternate them. I'm gonna just alternate my colors all the way through. Okay guys, so this is what our base looks like. I did forget to show you this. I did staple the Chenille stems to our painter stick. You can put hot glue if you don't want to staple, just to secure them. So this is what our base looks like right now. And let's add our little Easter bunny sign. I'm gonna add our sign right smack in the middle. So to do that, I'm going to use 2 cable mounts. And I'm going to stick them to the back of our sign, right smack in the middle, right here. Put one there. And put one more right there. You don't have to do this, but I like to just add a little bit of glue around it just to make sure it holds our sign to the mesh and it doesn't fall off. While that's cooling, I'm going to get a floral stem. I am going to put that through the cable mount and tie it. Get another floral stem. Put it through our cable mount. And tie that. Okay. And glue looks dry now. So we're gonna put this right in the middle. So we're going to take our floral stem and just dig through the mesh. All the way to the other side, okay? So you see, I don't know if you can see both of our floral stems right here. We're going to tie our sign to the back of our paper stick. And we're gonna do that again at the bottom. Okay, so our sign is on our wreath. Now we're gonna add ribbon to our outer edges, okay? So I have already cut my ribbon and I've made sets of 2. So I have this cute little ribbon. I'm gonna pair that with the pink. I did cut this 14 inches, okay? So let me get my wreath base back here. Get this and just fold it completely in half. And then pinch it right in the middle. And we're gonna put that right into our Chenille stems. We're gonna open up the Chenille stem holding our Deco Mesh. Okay, unwrap it, open it, and then wrap it again and close it. 1, 2, 3. And then just kind of curl our our ribbon. Okay, and we're gonna do that on the other side. We're going to move on to our second set of ribbons, and I did this plaid with this carrot. So we're gonna fold it in half and make a V, and then pinch the center. And we're gonna put this one on our next Chenille stem. Put it right in the center, and then close it up. And roll our ribbon. We'll go back later and we'll cut the Chenille stems. So I'm gonna do this all the way to the top, and I'm gonna alternate my ribbons. The next set of ribbon that I'm doing is this plaid with this light blue because our truck is blue. So I thought this was really cute. Make a V, pinch the center, and let's add that to the center of this next Chenille stem. This is what our swag looks like so far. Let's add some bows to this and give it some more life, okay? So we're gonna need a zip tie and a Chenille stem to attach our bows. I'm using these 3 ribbons. Okay, so we're gonna make our tail. First, we're going to pinch our tail. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna pinch our tail. We're going to make, this is the front part of our ribbon, by the way. We're gonna make a loop. So we have the front of our ribbon, pinch that. We're gonna pinch right here, make our loop, pinch that. We now have our ribbon. It kind of looks like I don't know, a jellyfish with just 2 legs. Okay, and we're gonna pinch this. We're going to bring our ribbon on the other side from the back and just bring it forward. Don't pinch it yet. Let's just measure our loops to make sure they're the same length. They are. And we're going to pinch. So we have our bow. We can measure our loops again, make sure they're the same length. They are. So we're still holding on to this. Let's get our next ribbon, get our tail, same thing, pinch it, make our loop, and we're gonna make this one just a wee bit shorter than the other one so that we can see it. You see that? It's just a little bit shorter, okay? And then we're gonna do the same thing. Bring the back end to the front, pinch it, make sure our loops are the same size, get our tail, pinch it, make our loop, and this loop is going to be a wee bit smaller than the loop from the ribbon right before it. The back of our ribbon, bring it forward, make another loop. Okay, let's just make our tails kind of our loops. So let's move our tails. Instead of hanging them hang down, let's just kind of make them an X. So I have this plaid one facing down and one facing up. I moved one of our carrots moving up, moving down. This egg one is looking down. Okay, so we're gonna take our zip tie and secure our bow. Cut our tail. So we're gonna just kind of move our ribbon around and we're gonna cut our tails. Okay, so this is our bow. Now let's see where we want this. We want it. So we're just gonna tie this around our painter's base. Okay, so that's our bow on top. So this is what our top ribbon, bow, well, ribbon has bows, what our top bow looks like. Let's make our bottom bow a little bit bigger, and we're gonna have our tails going down. So our tails are gonna be longer on this bottom one. Okay, so that's about as long as I want my tail. And I'm gonna make my loop on this one a little bit larger. If you wanna measure it, I'm probably gonna make it about 7 inches. Yeah, about 7 inches, okay? So I measured it 7 inches here. I'm going to pinch it, and this is going to be our first loop, okay? I'm gonna take the back part and just bring it forward to make bunny ears. Oh, how cute, bunny ears. And then we're going to measure our loops. Okay. Okay, so those are our first 2 loops. I'm actually going to make 4 loops of this. So pinching this, now we have our ribbon here. I'm going to make a loop and bring it right back to the back here, okay? So we got our tail, looks like a tail right here from our bow. Make a loop at the bottom, bringing our ribbon to the back, and then I'm gonna hold it behind where I'm holding this one. Make this tail close to the same size as, make this loop, I'm sorry, close to the same size as the other loop, just a wee bit shorter maybe, okay? And then we're going to, we have a tail again. We're going to bring our tail back to the back and make sure these 2 tails now match, okay? Pinch it, and then we have our tail here at the bottom. So we've made 4 loops, and we have our tail. We can cut that, or you can cut it at the end. I'm gonna cut it right now. Okay, so that's our first one. Now I'm gonna get this bunny. Measure our tail, about that long. Make a loop. It's going to be smaller than the other loop. Okay, and it's the same thing. Get our loop, our tail, I mean, our ribbon, make a loop out of it. We're gonna pinch it, measure our loops. So now we have 2. We're just gonna do 2 on this one. And then we're going to cut our tail. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so we get our 1.5 inch ribbon. Pinch the tail, make the smallest loop of all 3 because it's in the front. Pinch it, make another loop, bring the ribbon forward, pinch it, measure our tails. We can cut that now. Let's take our zip tie in the center of our bow, tie it so we can secure it. Cut our ribbon, cut our zip tie. We're going, it's a cute bow. We'll fluff it out once we put it on. We'll fluff it, don't worry. So we're gonna get our chenille stem, tie it to the center of our bow, secure it, tie it, and now we're going to add it to our swag. And I'm going to put it more towards the center, more towards the bottom, and leave a little bit of space right here. And we're gonna tie it the same way that we tied our other signs and our other bow. And we're going to, because it is wired, we are going to just give the bottom of our ribbon, the tails of it, we're gonna roll them like this so that we give them some body, okay? And then the 2 1-inch tails, we're gonna just roll those so we can give it some oomph. All right, roll it. Roll, 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 river. Sorry, got my Tina Turner going on. Okay, so this is our swag so far. So we purposely left this open and I'm gonna fill that up right. I have these cute little eggs that I really like. So I'm gonna add these, I think, right here. Maybe one right there. And then I have these eggs. We're gonna be adding those throughout. That looks really cute. So let's glue in our eggs here. Just put a nice generous amount of glue. These are really light. You can just glue these on directly to the mesh. Just glue that on. You guys can see it upside down. We're gonna put some glue on the stick here. And just kind of stick it in there. Okay. Then right here, should we put this right here so you guys can see it? I'm going to add an egg right there. So I'm going to get our egg, add a generous amount of glue. Just glue it where I want it. I want it right there. Okay. There's an egg right here that I'd like to put. So I'm just going to put egg glue on our stem of our egg here. Poke that through where I want it. So far it's looking like this. Isn't that cute? Okay, I've put my swag on my wreath stand so that we can see better. So I did add some greenery right there. I was thinking of adding some greenery here on this side. I'm gonna be crossing over you guys, so I apologize. Maybe putting some greenery there. So let's just put some hot glue there. That looks cute. I do have these pink flowers that I thought were really springy. So let's just add some glue. Careful not to burn our fingers. I like to keep the little stem, the little flowers on the stem. I'm gonna cut that. Yep, there would look good. Add some glue. Yeah, I like that. How cute that's looking. Could put one over here. So the flower is just adding some pop to our wreath. We have the eggs, we have our ribbon, we have our mesh, we have little signs. This just gives it a little extra. Just kind of look at the spaces that are a little empty and what can we put in there? cut some more greens here. As always on my spring wreaths, just add a vibrance, another dimension to it. Add some glue. Just right there. So this is our swag. Look how cute this came out. I really think the flowers added to the wreath. Let me show you guys. Let me take this off and show you guys closer. If you guys like this tutorial, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment in there. But check this out. Isn't this cute? The flowers, I think, just really added. The pop of that color just gave this swag so much life. So I'll see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye.